Yes, I'm in a new area of my apartment. I was trying really hard since it's Christmas and I have my tree up. I was like, okay, maybe I should try and do this in front of the tree. So I did the same setup. I was just trying to make it creative. So, as you all can see, I hope if you can see it, I have two new books. Whoops. Forgot one of my skulls. Oh, there we go. He's like, buy me. Okay, so earlier today, I had quite the day today. So I did Wheels on Meals, and then I came home and there was a box on my bottom step, and I knew what it was. So I did a live unboxing earlier today after I got back from Meals on Wheels, and I did an unboxing of these two. So I guess I can explain these after I'm done reading, but yes, so you guys can admire them if you want while I read. So today we are going to be doing chapters 43 and 44. You ready, Batman? Yeah, Batman. Oh, I need my water. I love doing lives. I really do. You know how bad it would be if I accidentally, hit this by accident and they all just went tumbling? That would be bad. Okay. Hey, Batman. You can't jump up there because I'm afraid the camera might fall. It's actually sitting on my leg of my couch. So, Batman. Hi. Hi there, baby boy. Hi. Okay. You can't jump up there. Okay, chapter 41 from Awakened Evil. Wait, we gotta... Okay. After Olivia had awoken, her dad called from the office. She entered the doorway, and saw her dad sitting at the desk with his small glasses resting on his nose. He always looked like a man on a mission when he wore them. She could remember as far back when she was a kid. She used to wear them, but they hurt her eyes. Yes, Dad? He looked up and took his glasses off. Come here. She went around the desk and stopped. He opened the bottom drawer on his right. Olivia stood on her tippy toes and peeked over his shoulder to see what he was doing. He moved some files and sacks of paper out of the way. She knew he needed to organize his desk. That was for sure. He grabbed her phone and closed the drawer. A smile spread across her face, and she grabbed hold of it, but he wouldn't let go. Don't lie to me anymore about boys. I didn't think I did. I wanted to tell him, but he would just get upset and mad, then not trust me. Okay, I mean it. I promise. He finally let go of the phone and rolled his chair back over to his desk, then put his glasses back on and drew a line against the ruler he held down. In the back of the library, Gina had a sack of thick-bound books on a table. Old paper documents written from the 1600s were piled together as well. They were the Salem witch trial reports. She had already read through them through 5 sheets of papers, one sentence at a time. There wasn't anything about a woman with long gray tangled hair in a white gown. Who was this woman, and why is this white mist showing her to me? Why was I taken to a concrete cellar or basement? I didn't know what it was. And standing in the middle of a graveyard with more women popping out of the ground. Could this be a vision of some kind? Was this white mist trying to tell me something, or maybe it's a vision of a future event? She set aside the handwritten documents and opened a binder that had old handwritten pictures from the Salem witch trials. She scanned them with a magnifying glass. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce it right. There had to be something that would give a clue to the unanswered. The front door opened, catching her attention. She walked to the end of the aisle and peeked around the corner. Just a couple people with a bag and a few books in their hands walked to the front counter. Gina walked back over to the file that held the hand-drawn pictures and scanned them with the glass one more time. There was that word again. I can't say it. There had to be something in them to show a sign. She sat down and leaned closer to a picture. She slowly moved it by the crowd of people. Maybe something could be hidden where no one else could see it. In the picture was a wagon with a woman standing on it and two men with ropes in their hands by a tree. The crowd of people stood there with their arms in the air. She moved it to the back of the crowd that had trees. Between them was a person, but it was faded through time. She moved the photo to the side and grabbed another one. It was a court hearing with a few men by a stage with a small crowd of people. She stopped by the window. Again, there was a person, but it was faded and ripped. Who was this? Another witch that was watching everything happening? Or maybe it could be Inga watching it all. If so, why didn't she stop the hangings and the fires? She leaned back in the chair and set the glass on the picture and rubbed both eyes. Time for a break, too much research at once. She gathered all the information and took it over to her house. The sun was bright and warm. Cars drove by and dogs barked in the front yard with little ones. Socks always loved to sit in the front yard. Batman? Always loved to sit in the front yard. Now I lost my spot. Oh, with her when she was little. Once inside, she set them on the table across from the office desk and opened her laptop. An email popped up in the inbox. She opened it and read it. It was from a farmer that was having paranormal activity in his barn and he needed help. He was in the same town as Gina, but out of the country. She didn't have any more investigations for today, so she took the job. After writing the address and the phone number the farmer had given her, she ripped it off the notepad and stuck it in her back pocket. She gathered a tape recorder to catch voice phenomenon, a flashlight to see in the dark, in the dark areas, and a ghost meter to detect the pressure of a ghost nearby. You know how awkward it would be if people were walking by and they look up and they see me sitting here? She didn't forget about the sage and holy water to bless the place before leaving. Years ago, starting to understand her abilities in her early 20s, she never thought to bless the homes, thinking the evil was gone and the families could live on with their lives. But instead, it always attached itself to her for months and always struggled to get rid of it until she learned how to banish it. Thinking of that, could it really be an evil spirit from her childhood, coming back to haunt her because she's more mature and knows more about the paranormal than she did as a young psychic starting out. She grabbed her cross necklace with a medal and put it on. She tapped it with holy water and held it tight and said a prayer. Please, God, keep me safe. Don't let no danger hurt me or come near me. Amen. After she said a prayer and set the bag in the front seat of the car, she turned her GPS on and headed down the road. Now this is chapter 45. Come on, where are you? Olivia said, shaking her leg, palms sweating from her nerves. She sat there at the desk, looking out the window. Please, Keegan, tell me, why did you have to go to that hag's house? She mumbled under her breath. Olivia McGalla, Mrs. Burlock said, catching her attention right away. All the students turned and looked at Olivia, as if wondering what she was doing. Yes, ma'am. Can you answer my question? Olivia paused. No. Then you need to pay attention. We're on page 100. Mrs. Burlock turned around and talked about the different ways a person could get cavities and how to prevent them. Batman Frederick. Batman. Hi. Okay. After she turned to page 100, Olivia still wondered how Keegan and Terrence died. It would have to be on the internet or in the death records. How could she find them? But then it hit her. Wait a minute. I know where Inga's house is in Traverse City. Could they both be from Traverse City? There was only one way to find out. After class, Olivia was the first one out and down the hall before the other students. The next full hour was study hall. Once in the library, she sat in the far back row so nobody could see what she was up to. There were only 5 students. Why is my voice echoing? Why, Batman? Olivia opened the web, then typed in Traverse City Obituaries and clicked enter. The page loaded and a site popped up. Her face grew warm and she leaned back in the chair. The beating rhythm in her chest grew heavier. The last 2 funerals were of 2 teenagers. Keegan Liam Swisher, July 5th, 1993, August 25th, 2010. The other one, Terrence Anthony Hale, July 10th, 1993, August 27th, 2010. Terrence died 2 days after Keegan did. Was it a pattern of death or what? Below Keegan's picture, she read the small paragraph. Keegan Liam Swisher was served by his mother, Christine Maya Swisher, Madison Ray Lynn Swisher, sister, preceded in death by his father, Liam Ray Swisher. Next, she read Terrence's obituary. Dean Anthony Hale, father, Fabia Harper Hale, mother, Richie Dean Hale, brother, and Johanna Harper Hale, sister. She clicked the print button, then closed out of it and waited by the printer. Once it printed, Olivia folded them in half and placed them between her books. Gina slowed the car down a few feet from the end of the drive. Within seconds, something shot out of the tall grass and sprinted across the road inches from the hood of the car and disappeared into the grass like a predator on the hunt. She pressed on the brakes and felt her heart leap into her throat. Both palms sweat against the steering wheel. What in God's name was that? She looked in that direction, and there were no movements. Thinking back It did look like the size of a person. What was it? She drove up the drive and parked the car in front of the house. She pulled the key out and opened the door. The fresh air of the country relaxed her. Once she made it over to the barn, Gina stepped in. The smell of straw and wood trailed to her nose instantly. Hay rustled under both shoes, and the boards creaked with each step. Up above on the second level, the sun peeked through the creaks of the boards, giving some sort of light. The sound of a door slowly squeaked shut. Gina turned around and pointed the flashlight towards the door. "Hello, somebody there?" Before stepping over to open it back up, a figure of a person in white shot across the path of the flashlight. She screamed and bumped back into wood leaned against the wall. They all slammed against the floor. She felt a cold breeze bolt by her. The sound of a laugh crept close from behind. A dark feeling told her something else was there, but what? Gripping the cross that hung around her neck, she kept both eyes open and said a prayer out loud. "Holy Spirit, let no evil hurt me. Shine your light down and fill me with courage. Don't let me be fearful, but to stay strong. You are my protector. I am your child." The more she spoke, the less heavier the air felt. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Stepping from the wall, she looked in the direction it hid. "I don't know who you are or what you are, but I'm not afraid of you. I won't let you scare me, so you can get that through your dead skull." In the back, by two broken down hay barrels, with a dented silver bucket laying on its side, a ladder led to the upper level. As she made her way over, she checked the floor to make sure there were no nails or screws laying around to step on, or ropes to trip or fall over. That would be her luck. She stopped at the ladder and pressed a foot on the first step to make sure it was strong. Batman? Batman? You want up here? You want up here? Once Gina made it to the top, she set a tape recorder on the floor and pressed record. Another wall separated her from a room. She walked over and stepped in. "Come here." Something peeked through the hay. She knelt down and pushed it to the side. Once it all removed, candle wax and a red pentagram was now exposed. She stood and stepped back with the sick feeling that she once felt when investigating the McGalla house. The more hay that was removed, the more burnt candles were found. That told her there were satanic rituals here. A feeling of fear dwelled around her as if was suffocating her. It was like she was in a hole and it kept getting smaller and growing darker. The beating in her chest pounded in both ears, a stabbing pain in the pit of her stomach, as if she was ill, brought down to the floor. Something didn't want Gina there, and it became real that it wanted her to leave. With an arm pressed over her stomach, she crawled towards the top of the ladder. Strings of hay stuck to her hair and t-shirt. The smell was so strong, the taste was right there. With hay caught on her socks and poking at both ankles, she paused to catch each breath. She mumbled the words Jesus. She couldn't say it out loud. She reached for the tape recorder, and in that moment, the pressure of a heavy darkness leaned close. With what little strength she had, she climbed down the ladder and hurried across the barn to the door. Something tightened around her ankle, forcing her to fall on her front. Her chin hit the floor, her lower jaw slammed against her upper teeth. She screamed and fell and felt pain, like she had broken all her teeth. Keep moving, keep moving. Don't look back. She stood and noticed a rope was around her ankle. She loosened it and turned over, and there she stood. It was her, the one she kept seeing. In the darkness, only her eyes glowed, just like she had saw before. We will rise once again, she laughed. She sprang towards Gina with both arms out. Our master has awoken. Gina bolted towards the door, stepping on a sharp object. She screamed and fell to the ground outside. It felt like a nail. She limped down the little hill and stopped to the hood of the car. That was the first time in years of investigating the paranormal where it forced her out. Okay. 40. Okay, I think I stop here, right? 43. I gotta make sure. Okay, I stop here. Okay, so that was a lot to take in, I should say. Okay, so let's recap. Chapter 44. Okay, so Olivia's doing her own little investigation as well, because like I said in the last video, she doesn't know who these boys are. She doesn't know like where they came from, why they keep showing them to her. But she does, now that she got on the internet and she saw their funeral card, now she is starting to understand who they are and why they died. So she's doing that, and then we go to Gina's point of view. Wait a minute. Oh, her dad gives Olivia her phone back, and then we go into Gina's point of view. So now Gina, she's also doing her own investigation because she's trying to figure out like what the hell, pardon my French, what's going on, why she keeps seeing this woman and she doesn't know who it is. So she decided to look at these photos from the Salem witch trials to see if she can get another vision or a glimpse of the future, just to try to see who she is. And then so she has this job, and it's out in the country, not out of the country, in the country. She goes to this barn that's supposedly haunted, and she sees the white mist again, like fling across the road, and she's just like, oh my god, what was that? So she goes inside the barn, and she realizes that people were doing like satanic rituals, which is really bad. So she was getting ready to leave, and then she was attacked, and she hurries out of the barn, and she just like bolts out of there because she was so scared. So that's basically like where we are at. So anyways, I think maybe I should talk about these next. Do you think I should? I think I should. Okay. So today I did a unboxing of these two. So I guess I'll take my little skull. So the first one that I took out of the box was this one, which this one is going to be the special edition, and it's a hardback, and it's of the Wish. So this is the front cover. I actually had to redo, I just got done redoing the cover. It wasn't bright enough. And on the spine, you can't see my last name. And this was actually supposed to be white. I don't know why I forgot to do this white because my name is white in here. So I changed this to white. And then this is the back right here where I show all the paperback covers. And we have the blurb, and then at the top it says, always be careful what you wish for, it might turn deadly. I got that. And then I got the blurb, and I got the price, which for this one, I'm going to sell it at $25. And then down here is the barcode, and then these are paperbacks and Kindles available. So I really do like this. I just think there needs to be more color on it. It's just not bright enough. I think the reason why is because on my phone, of course, light shows up, you know, and then this was like the print. So when you first open it, you'll see that. And this right here is like hard stock, like this paper right here. You turn the page, we have The Wish. You turn the page again, The Keeper of Souls by Ashlyn-Bell. Turn the page again, The Wish, The Keeper of Soul series, and then this is where I will sign it. Turn the page, we have copyrights. Here is all the books I have published. Let's count, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 11 books out. Holy moly. Okay. And then we have the thank you letter. And then you turn the page. So then you turn the page and we start at chapter 1, which I did not want chapter 1 to start right here. I wanted it over here, so I changed it already. And this is what the chapter heading looks like. And then this is the font. I had already like went around and like showed some friends of mine that I'm close with, and I was asking them like, what do you think? Why is this so okay? So I was asking them like, how do you feel about the font? Is it too big? And they said they liked it. So here, the font. So then we go clear to the back of the book. And chapter 35. So this is the part where I actually am going to change it. Since I already revealed, like, I have it, The Wish and paperback on the back of the book, I won't need it, like, right here in the book. Because if it's going to be on the back of the book here, then I don't need it here. I'm going to take that out. So, and then that is it. So this is the special edition of The Wish. And I just got done. I've had all the covers done. I just wanted to go through them and just make sure they were good. I'm really excited to show you guys Wicked Curse. And now I'm excited to show you Awakened Evil because it's very different from the paperback, which is this right here. I was going to put another candle on the front and change the background for Awakened Evil, but then I was like, let's do something different. I don't want to do another candle. I just want to do them different. So this is going to be... I'm going to do $25 for this one. And then here, oh man, it's so heavy, Batman. It's heavy. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Hi. Okay, so this is the one I'm very excited about. So this is not the final cover. I just had, like, when you print with KDP, you have to have some sort of photo before you can even print it. So I just put together this and this house and then all of the wording on the front. So this is like the exciting reveal, I guess. I want to do a deluxe hardbound edition, which I wanted to do a collector's edition, but I couldn't because all 4 books right here, I put them all together in one whole document, and it was 900 some pages exact. It was close to 1,000 pages. And for right now on hardbacks, KDP, they're only doing 550 pages. And I was a little bummed. And then I was like, oh, well, great, I can't do it. But then I was like, well, wait. Maybe I could just do book 1 and 2 in this one. And then do Wicked, Curse, and Mystical in the other one. So, The Keeper of Souls. So this will be the deluxe hardbound edition. I had never posted a book this big before. So I'm just like, wow. I was like so happy when I seen it like in the mail. I'm just like, it's my book. 2 books in one. So The Wish and Awakened Evil is in this book. And I think this is a font 13 right here. So, this is not the final cover. I thought about doing a cover reveal, just showing the picture of it on my Facebook, but then I'm like, no, I can keep them waiting. So, this week, I think, I'm trying to think. Okay, so when I show the new cover, it is going to be like this. Like, I'm going to get it like this, but it's going to be on here. So when I do the live unboxing of this, the new cover would be on here. So when you first open it, you have that. You turn the page. You have the Keeper of Soul series, books 1 and 2, which I already changed it. You turn the page, and it says also by Ashlyn-Bell. So hopefully, by the time I get this published, I will have Behind These Holy Eyes published, because that, I don't really have it, but anyways, I don't know what happened, but I guess I just forgot to send in actual copies. So hopefully I will get that done. So, all these books are by me, 11 books. And then we have the thank you letter. We turn the page, and then this is copyright. And then we start with chapter 1, which I think I should probably say, like, maybe up here, The Wish, or do it single, The Wish, and then page chapter 1. I think this font is too big. I don't know if I really like it. But anyways, okay. So let me see if oh, here it is. Whoa. This might be the font I like. This font looks a little smaller. This font looks good. I think, oh wow. It looks like it got changed. I think the font, what the heck happened? It's okay, this is just a proof copy. It's totally okay. Let me show you. Okay, so this font right here, this is a size 13 right here. Okay? Now, I just opened chapter 30, and look how tight and small that is. Right here. I think I like this. I think this looks pretty good. Thank God this is not the final. Okay, let me see. So you're reading this book, and then you're getting through chapters. You got through The Wish. Okay, now. So this is what it basically looks like when you finish. So I think right here, I'm going to do the second book, which is Awakened Evil. And Wait a minute. Oh. I think I skipped it. My bad. Oh, here it is right here. My bad. That scared me. Okay, so Awakened Evil right here. See, this is good. This is why we buy actual proof things to proof it. Does it make sense? Maybe? Okay, so we're done with The Wish, and you turn the page, and now we have Awakened Evil, which is book 2 of the Keeper of Souls series. Now, this font's huge. I am definitely changing this because I do not like this size. No. I like this other one that I saw. I think it's the same. Yeah, right. Yeah, it's different. I think this is a size 11 or a size 12. I'm not really sure. But I love this. I'm going to have to mark it. I'm going to have to mark it. Oh, looky. Oh, I found another published copy that I published. Wow. Anyways, okay. So then 55. Okay. So we get clear to the back, and that is it. They printed this book on November 22nd. And then, dun dun dun, the end. Okay. So we have the blurb of The Wish and Awakened Evil, which I changed that too. And this cauldron on the back, changed it too. And I am not selling this for $25. I think I finally figured out what I'm going to sell this for. I think I'm going to do $37 because this was pretty expensive. So this is 2 books in one, okay? So $30. I'm trying to learn to do math. 15 plus 15, I think, is 30. 5, 10, 1, 1, 2, 3, 30. Yeah. $30. Perfect. Okay. So 2 books is $30, okay? 15 plus 15 is 30. I hope. I'm looking like an idiot right now, but that's okay. I've done that plenty of times in my life. So then we have to add on tax and shipping. And, of course, the postal stamp or whatever it's called. And then we got to do the cost of the book being printed. And it was a lot, I have to admit. So I already finally figured out the prices for these books. So this is going to be $25, and this is going to be $37. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Oh, this book right here, this is a poetry book it's about me, of course. It's called I Am Her, and it's $13. I don't know why KDP had to do 13 because I wanted all my poetry books to be exactly $12. But this one, for some reason, had to be 13. But that's okay. What page? Okay. But then, I think I need to... Okay. So then, here's another one that I published. This one is Look at Her Now. So you might want to read this one first and then this one. So, I Am Her, and then this one is Look at Her Now. I have to read the back of these blurbs because I took a lot of time and effort into making these sound really good. So this is what I Am Her is about. So I Am Her, Random Thoughts of a Perpetual Thinker by Ashley-Bell. Okay. Ashley-Bell is the author of 11 books, including her 2 newest ones, I Am Her and Look at Her Now. She has always been a hard thinker and a problem solver. I Am Her is a collection Ashley put together about the type of girl she is. She wrote random thoughts creatively into sentences to give you, the reader, a brief insight of her life. As said in the book, Ashley's the type of girl who wants to go somewhere and be somebody. That is very true. She wants to explore places and discover new things. True again. And she's always that girl, when nobody understands her, she'll give them something to understand. And when nobody can't figure her out, she'll give them something to figure out. Now that has to get you to buy this. Just saying. And then this is a look at her now. It's also Random Thoughts of a Perpetual Thinker. If she could set the past on fire with the flip of a match and completely start over without any doubt or second thoughts, she would in a heartbeat. But now she knows if she didn't go through all that pain and emotional abuse, then she wouldn't be writing about it. Who can she help and save with her written words? Ashley-Lovell is the author of the Keeper of Souls series and 5 poetry books. La! Oh my gosh, I had so much fun writing the blurbs of these. Oh my gosh, they were so fun. Okay. La. Okay. I did an unboxing for this one already. This is called Guardian. This is my fantasy adventurer. It's about a girl that was chosen to be a guardian to the sword, and she has to go find it. And it's kind of like an Alice in Wonderland retelling, just a little bit. If I read the back, then maybe you guys will understand. Moving into a new house was supposed to be a fresh start and make new memories. 13-year-old Trixie McPalmer has mixed feelings about the new house. It doesn't feel normal like the others across the street. What she doesn't know is that the basement has its own story to tell. Something magical and mysterious dwells deep in the rabbit hole. Meanwhile, between the realms, Shane, the magic shop owner, must go find Crystal, who will give the gemstone to Trixie. Dristan, Shane's twin brother, is led by the voice of an evil sorcerer, Elias, who wants to find the next guardian that has the gemstone and to also collect the sword that will make him the top ruler of the realms. And then down here, this is my very, very, very first poetry book that I ever published in my life, which is called Home. Don't miss your chance to read Ashley's first poetry book. It's available on Amazon and in print. Well, Amazon Kindle and in print. I'm selling this at $17. So I had a lot of fun writing that book, and I am actually working on the second book, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. I really did have a real long writer's block, and I needed something to give creativity, which was cleaning Candy's basement, and I did something else. What else did I do? I don't know. I can't remember now. But anyways, I just wanted to show you guys my new books, and I am going to, I know I mentioned it already, sorry. I am going to get the Deluxe hardbound edition ordered as soon as possible. I really want to take a few copies of these to the Better Living event that Brian is doing. So I'm excited because like when I do an event, like book events or farmer's market, they can have a choice of doing paperback, hardback, or the deluxe hardbound edition. So they can have a choice. And I already did a hardback cover for Guardian. I am so excited to show you guys those. I just cannot wait to show you guys the other hardback covers I did for Wicked Curse, like the special edition. This is the final cover. And then I did Awakened Evil, Wicked Curse, and Mystical. Oh my gosh. I am like so excited for you guys to see Wicked Curse. It's my sister's favorite one out of all of the books. So anyways, I guess that is it for this video. And Batman is staring at me. You already have food in your bowl. Are you wanting more? Okay, so I'm going to let you guys go. Thank you so much for watching. And I will see you guys in the next live reading.